Alright, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Key coming at y'all boys with a brand new video, man. And with that being said, y'all already know I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Get in that comment box. Tell me how y'all felt about this video and anything you want me to react to. So, with that being said, man, let's go ahead and check it out.
As humans, we all think about that final day.
What the hell?
The day all the fake love calm. The day everybody wished they had more time. The day we take that last breath. I don't know about y'all, but I often wish I could see how people react, you know.
Oh yeah, no,
When it's all said
that is
and
true. At first I was like, bro, what the hell is he talking about? But at your funeral is when everybody who probably ever had a crush on you, or everybody who probably ever was your friend, or everybody really coming to feed off of the attention that you getting and looking for sympathy or looking for, you know what I'm saying, I like to be shined on them at your funeral. And it's crazy, bro. You see how they just did Rich Homie Quan?
done. When I'm gone. Something the subject of our story today was unfortunate enough to experience for himself. We talking about no other than the rap about a name of AMRD Honcho. But before we get deep into how this rapper lost his life, only to return, we gotta break down the man himself.
That shit gave me chills. Boy, don't do that no more.
Professor. All these goofy ass hating ass sneak this and that nigga. Now you know we come ammo gang. Fuck all these goofy ass niggas.
AMRD Honcho, for those who don't know, is a well-known St. Louis rapper who some argue may be the best in the city, and being considered a pioneer of what we call in St. Louis high-speed music. The artist is considered nothing less than a legend at this point. But how did he get to this level? Well, AMRD started in a group all the locals at STL know too well. And you can guess it by the name, AMR. AMR consists of a few members, and they originated on the north side of St. Louis. You know they got connections on the south. With AMRD, AMR Freak, and AMR Milski being the faces of the group. AMR Freak seemed to be the main star at the time, while Milski and D was pushing the group with big singles. AMR had an instant impact on the STL rap scene, and a lot of that was due to their ties in the streets, from the good and the bad. And of course, people were enjoying that music. It's a debate on who they say started the group. Who came up with the name, was a D, was a Freak. Overall, it's something only the true members would know at this point. It wouldn't take D long to start dropping his own solo tracks. This is when the world got introduced to AMRD Honcho, the official name. Now that may seem like something small, but the name D chose actually played a major part in how he got into some beef throughout the city. Already having buzz and people gravitating to his records, it made him a household name.
Bro, but one thing I want to speak on real quick that's so crazy, bro, was like you could really be popping in your city. Like, I'm gonna take his word for it and say he really looked at as one of the ones who is a pioneer and is revered by the city for his musical talent, bro. And then somebody like me never heard of him before. Never would have heard of him had I not heard this, watch this video. I said heard this video. Watch this video.
That Freak was also holding major weight, even snagging a feature from Lil Durk at the time, which was crazy. Freak and D doing damage. They also was locking in with other artists doing damage around the city. Them boys on the south by the name of Jizzle Bucks and Lil Half and the 5-5 Boys. Now this is another group that deserves their own story. So y'all want a 5-5 Boys story, man, let us know. We'll get you the 5-5 Boys story, man. Now things was flowing smoothly at this point for AMR. Everything they dropped was doing numbers. Of course, not everybody was a fan.
Might have to drop a dime on them. For sure. I don't like that shit.
They had people in the streets that didn't like them based on street situations. And some of those street situations ended up putting a major halt onto their success. AMR Freak was arrested and charged in a drug buzz. This obviously left a void in the group,
but that's when somebody got to step
Freak
up,
being
though.
the star kinda at the time. It left D to hold double the responsibility, something he took on with no
For
problem.
sure. That's what we like to see.
As him being the main focus only elevated his stardom. Now you remember the name situation, right? Because this is where it all starts to make sense. During the time of AMR Run, there was another group that happened to be dominating the STL music scene. One of the first groups that we seen get some mainstream attention at the time, with them being featured on Rolling Stone, which was a huge deal and still is to this day. This group was 3 Problems. Now for those who've seen our first episode, you know a little bit about 3 Problems in the background story. If you haven't, make sure you go check that one out and let us know what you think. Now for those who need a quick refresher.
Bro, do
3
y'all
Problems
remember this time, bro? I ain't gonna lie. Bro, people was wearing the little scarves around their head and even belts. Niggas was wearing belts on their head. Like, bro, this was a crazy ass time,
They
bro.
consisted of 3 members.
Early
Hence
2010s.
the name 3 Problems. We had Lil Tay, Rello, and Swag. Now Swag being the subject of that episode, he was special to say the least. Now all the members are stars in their own right, but Swag had an impact that simply was impressive, considering how little time he had to put that impact out.
Well, did he pass away or did he go
Now
to jail?
Swag didn't just go by Swag. His full name was actually Swag Huncho. Now
I know you
this
lying.
is where the stories tie together. On December 15, 2015, Swag Huncho tragically lost his life. Now this hit the city hard, as you can expect, especially with Swag being in the position he was in.
Okay.
So how does this tie back to D Huncho? Well, for it to fully make sense, we got to introduce one more character, and this is Heavy G.
Heavy G.
Heavy G.
Okay, this the dude who just got stomped out at the Honcho shit. So I guess in his city he been around, and that's D Honcho behind him.
No influence in the city. Some might say the biggest influence in the city. Heavy is known for being one of the few people in the city capable of hanging with anybody, as everybody usually has respect for him. Heavy comes across as someone who just wants to support everybody and not get caught up in the beef everybody got.
Everybody know I ain't on that.
Right.
Like I'm cool with, I'm as a job. Like in a job you just do what's got to come.
So
I do what I want.
really
to.
like
This is
like,
if you see me behind the artist, it's not a favor. I'll fuck with them. Like that's what I'm believing in.
yeah.
Heavy being who he was, he had close connections to 3 Problems and D Huncho at the time.
So he in the middle of it.
So, after Swag's death, 3 Problems was still pretty much considered the biggest rappers in the city. So much so that Heavy came up with the idea that he considered to be a great one. With D Huncho taking over the scene and 3 Problems being a consistent number 1, why not get number 1 and 2 on a song together? Makes sense, right? So Heavy reached out on behalf of D without Huncho knowing, in an attempt to get a feature from Lil Tay. Lil Tay told him he would do it, but only if D paid him $1,000 and took Huncho out of his name completely.
What the fuck?
As Lil Tay felt Swag was the original Huncho, and D shouldn't even be using the name.
What?
Heavy claims he never relayed that message to D, due to how disrespectful he thought it was. But the situation ended up sparking what some may say is the biggest beef in STL rap history.
Blown, hanging off his dread.
He be dying too much when he come to D. Are you on the feet? Told him it's a G. Change the name to MRD. Huncho, bitch, I'm Huncho. What the f? We keep Huncho around one Huncho's. We gon' clear the scene.
And no one really knows what
But
happened
this
to lead
is
to what happened
the
here.
dumb shit that we be talking about, bro. You mad about what another nigga name is, bro. Your homie did not come up with that word, bro. I understand, but you should think about it like, okay, boom. Even if you in your mind, you like, man, he taking that name from Swag. Okay, cool. You should want to see him do good, because if you think about it like that, people in the city gonna think about it like that. But nobody on the mainstream level is gonna give a fuck where he got his name from. Niggas be on this dumbass shit, bro. Y'all niggas could have got together, got some money, blew up out the city, because in reality, bro, neither one of y'all really blew up, and probably over dumb shit like this. Shit is stupid,
As you could
bro.
expect, though, this set the city on fire.
Nigga
Shots
went
being
from
fired.
okay, we could do a song to making a diss song about the nigga because he didn't want to take some shit out his name.
Seemingly out of nowhere. At that point, no one expected beef between the two. They knew some of the same people, so it seemed like it was coming out of nowhere. But us in the streets, we know sometimes street situations happen that the public never know about. Now, we're not saying that's what happened here, but it could have been something that happened and something that we may never know.
Like, it was a time a situation happened. He spoke on the situation, but he didn't know I know he spoke on the situation, you know, and that just stuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
All the city knew is that it left a lot of us feeling the need to pick sides. This is like Lil Durk versus Young Boy in St. Louis before that was even a thing. Now, luckily, this beef isn't the biggest because of the casualties that it caused, but the biggest because the two biggest artists at the time weren't seeing eye to eye. And this isn't the only issue D Honcho had at the time.
This
but it was the
shit
most
right here stops the whole city from blowing up. Low key, right? Now somebody's gonna have that power that just send them gone. Okay, cool. But usually when it's coming up in a city like this, one person gonna go, the other person gonna get held back. You see it with a Lil JoJo and a Chief Keef. You see it with a G Money and an NBA Youngboy. Somebody gonna get left behind instead of both of y'all going and putting on for y'all people.
The beef dragged on for years with artists sending shots back at each other left and right, with both taking their fresh share of licks.
That nigga dropped a song called Two Problems.
The two artists even discussed their beef between each other on separate interviews with Sean Cotton and Say Cheese TV.
When Three Problems had a falling out?
Oh yeah, we was never good. I mean, we was never together. Like, we was never together. I don't mess with them, like them people and stuff.
Them people.
But even when I see Three Problems interviews and I watch your interviews and things that you say, it's not that serious.
Yeah,
right?
It ain't nothing serious. It's just on some hating stuff. Like, they don't like what I got going on and little stuff like that. So we just,
as far as rap or
as far as rap, you know,
that what it sound like.
We don't even see them in person. Like, I never seen them in real life before. So it's just on some internet rap stuff.
So wait. Y'all never seen each other in person?
Nah, I never seen them in person.
How did this whole thing, start off? Because it seems like it's just internet. Like he said, y'all never met before.
Yeah. Him. He the one that was starting this shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Now, we're not saying that these guys are
I ain't gonna lie though. From what it looks like on the outside looking in, it looks like the Three Problems niggas started. Cause how you gonna tell a nigga to take some shit out his name? Like, what the fuck?
Anything that happened to each other. But the public feud led fans to make their own assumptions. Whether it was the beef with Lil Tay, his other beefs around the city, or just a moment of opportunity, that was something that led to the moment he lost his life. On July 30th, 2021,
oh shit,
AMY D Honcho was announced dead by multiple outlets, with even videos circulating of his lifeless body in a car after being gunned down. Now, surprisingly, that footage is on YouTube,
fuck?
but we won't put it here. And if you want to see it, you know where to find it.
Hell no, I don't want to see that shit.
Now, with this news breaking, a lot of fans mourned his death, while some were celebrating. The ones that mourned it were upset, like, this is exactly why we can't get somebody to make it out the city. Fans all across the world were being introduced to him for the first time due to this news, only for the next day the world to be shocked after it was announced that D Honcho was recovering. He was revived and having a successful surgery. A shock to so many, as most outlets usually wouldn't report a death until it's official.
That's creepy as fuck.
But this was a special case. D Honcho was alive and well. Fans couldn't believe it. But we're all excited about the news. They wondered if he'd be the same, after being shot.
It depends where he got shot
Would he
at.
come back with damages? Would he still be able to rap? What's gonna happen? Luckily, that wasn't the case with D, as he made a miraculous recovery, still able to rap, limbs and all. With outlets finding this information out, it only raised his stardom even more.
I bet.
With Say Cheese
Because
needing
they love people who got shot and survived, and they love people who almost died and came back. Like, it's so weird how the things that nobody wants to go through or nobody wants to see happen to them, when somebody else go through it, bro, they applaud it. Like, damn. And they just try to smoke that nigga, but his ass still here though. Like, it's kind of on some like, he didn't give up or something like that. Like something like that, bro.
back and figure out how he survived death.
We don't got to get too deep into it, but I do want to address it because that's all that's everybody's talking about right now in St. Louis.
Right.
You know, you were shot in the car?
Yeah.
Okay, and how many times were you hit?
I was shot 16 times.
16 times?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you remember where you were going?
I was parked at a front. I was parked somewhere. Yeah, I was just parked somewhere.
He was finna say he was part of the
Were you on
somewhere.
IG Live or anything?
No, I wasn't going live, but I posted probably posted a little stuff that I wasn't supposed to post at that time, but no, I went live.
Probably showed his whip or something.
Damn, 16 times, man. Miracle. Because,
Yes.
you know, a video went out that day of the situation. The cop, I think, was trying to help you or something like that. Did you see it?
Yeah, I seen all the videos.
And was this your first time getting shot?
Yeah. First and last.
16 times.
You gotta get up
Where
out that city,
at
boy.
on your body where you hit?
Got shot in my arm 4 times. My leg 6. Got shot like 10 times in this leg. 3 times in my right thigh and 3 times in my hand.
Man, it's a blessing, man, that you weren't shot, you know, in the chest area, the face area.
Yeah.
So you pretty much were hit below the waist, kinda.
Yeah.
So, but then you would gotta think, and only can you think that that's God, because if you send in a car, the easiest places for you to get hit is your upper body, because they gonna shoot through the door, and the bullet's gonna slow down, and possibly you travel somewhere else. Versus if they shooting up at you in the car through the glass, they hitting all chest and major arteries and face and neck. A lot of things can happen.
Man, it's crazy. Were you in the car by yourself?
Yeah, I was in the car by myself.
And what's going through your head? You know, when this is
16
all
times
this
is a
taking
lot.
place.
That was a soldier.
What's going through your head?
It happened so quick, like, and when I got shot, I was just numb for real. I was real numb to the situation until really I got to the hospital.
Okay. And did you ever feel like, you know, you was going to check out, like it was over?
I couldn't see that. My heart was still pumping. I was still going. I couldn't see that.
That's real.
I just had to keep going, stay strong for real.
Yeah. How long were you waiting before, you know, help came?
Like, I was waiting by like 20 minutes.
20 minutes just sitting there.
Yeah, but I had that police on my leg helping me though. So
the police was there.
Yeah, he really saved me.
Okay, and he was telling you like what to do and how to sit up and shit like that?
Yep, and time putting pressure on my leg that I got shot the most in.
Man.
Yeah.
You know,
saved his life.
Video came out of, I believe, the ambulance helping you.
Yeah, I don't even remember getting in the ambulance. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, the video was you sitting in your car.
Yeah.
Do you know how that video got out?
I think somebody was on live in the area.
So this was a random St. Louis person just walking up on the scene.
Just saw D Huncho and like put it on camera like, oh, that's D Huncho. So yeah, knowing I'm known in my city, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know, you seeing that, is it like, does it haunt you when you see a video of yourself?
Not for real. Not for real. It just when I look at it, I just see like I'm strong for real. Like it don't even really faze me because I know like, but I was like, dang, I was messed up though. But it don't really faze me for real.
Somebody, you sitting right here dying and somebody putting you on Instagram Live, Facebook Live. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Ain't doing nothing to help, but gonna be the first one. Oh my God. He just checked out. Like, nigga, do something. Nigga, grab a paper towel or something. The fuck?
Man,
I know
16
I said a
times a
paper
survivor.
towel,
You
my
here
nigga.
for a reason.
Yeah, I'm here for a reason, most definitely.
Does it make you look at life a little different? Like,
Yeah, it
okay,
make
I
me
need
look
to
at life.
grow up.
Yeah, way different. I was already like had PTSD, like, but it just made me more like aware, more on point and stuff. Like, yeah, it just really yeah, keep my head away more, 10 times more.
That's real.
Yeah. You know, I was on a blog site that's real popular in St. Louis. What is it? Blocko Tarantino, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, he reported on it, and a lot of people assumed that you passed away. They were DMing Say Cheese. We have hundreds of DMs. I even got text messages about it, and a lot of people assumed you passed away.
Yeah. Dang, I was passed out on that video, but I ain't passed away though. Like I was out of it on that video.
You get out the hospital, you check your phone. How many missed calls and text messages do you see?
Man, it was crazy. When I first got out and posted on my story, I got like 40,000 story watches. I'm like, dang, 40. I usually get like 8, 9 or something. Like 40,000 on me.
They were paying attention. They
got
were
a lot
trying,
of
they were trying to see if
new
he was
eyes.
dead.
Got like 11,000 new followers. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. So 16 times. Are there bullets that still stuck in you?
No,
or?
I ain't got not one bullet in me.
16 shots, he claimed. This half-band's questioning. No way he got shot 16 times to survive. Is this one of these Soldier Boy stories?
I hop out, I start shooting.
Nah, but you gotta pay attention to where he was shot at. Like, even they say your buttocks. They say your buttocks. You can get shot in your butt. It's gonna be extremely painful, but non-life threatening at all.
Shot the nigga.
So if you get shot in random
there's
place
no
on
way
your
to confirm
arm
how
or
many
up in
times
your
he was
legs,
actually
man,
shot
your legs
medical
got
records.
arteries that can get
So we'll have to take his word for
they
it.
can't stop the bleeding.
Even if it's a
but
little shaky. From this point, his status in stardom was solidified in STO lore.
When I first got out and posted on my story, I got like 40,000 story watches. I'm like, dang, 40. I usually get like 8, 9 or something. Like 40,000 on me. Yeah, you got a lot of new eyes. Got like 11,000 new followers. You know.
Surviving 16 shots is something only a few humans can say. Now at this point, before then, people would say he may have been the biggest in the city. Him and Lil Tay neck and neck, you know. But after this, it was clear to a lot of people that he had become the biggest rapper in the city.
I've heard of this nigga. The more they keep saying D Huncho,
He went on a crazy run, not letting up, and he didn't let him being shot stop him from being his braggadocious self. He was still sending shots at Lil Tay, and he's still sending shots to Lil Tay till this day.
He probably think he was behind it.
As well as all his other ops. Pretty much everything he's dropped has touched hundreds of thousands views since that point, with a bunch of major cosigns from major artists all across the world. I think it's safe to say
stop
at this
showing
point,
the damn picture, bro.
People who
Alright, man. So with that being said, man, that's gonna be how this rapper came back from the dead. AMR D Huncho story, man. So with that being said, man, shout out D Huncho. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like he had a great speedy recovery. And with that being said, man, it's just another story of the facts. Like I said, not comparing his situation to Rich Homie Corns, but that's what it is. When you die, that's when everybody cries about you. That's when everybody says how much they love you. That's when everybody feels for you and was, oh, they was there the whole time. That's when it happens. And Charleston White said, and I quote, he said, while you here, don't look for this type of energy. Don't look for it, because you ain't gonna get it. You're gonna get it when you die. When you pass away and you can't hear nobody and you can't see who crying over you, that's when they gonna show it. They ain't gonna show it while you're here, so don't look for it. And for the most part, you know what I'm saying, it's the truth. It could be the truth, you know, as he's saying right here. people probably would listen to his music or whatever, and all of a sudden now they really care because he almost lost his life. And it's something that'll take him to the next level. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Key checking in, checking out. Gone.